Hey guys, Phoenix here and welcome back to another review. Today we're doing Glamrock Bonnie by YouTooz, which actually completes the Glamrock collection from Security Breach that YouTooz have been doing. They've been making a lot of Security Breach plushies, which I'm really happy about. And yeah, here he is. He arrived this morning. And yeah, so that's literally it for the Glamrocks now. They're probably still going to make Security Breach plushies. Like, they've still got like DJ Music Man, Burn Trap, kind of, you know, some of the more main ones. I mean, they might even make like the Mimic or something, or I don't know, in fact, no, they've made Eclipse, which is cool. But yeah, they've made most of the characters from Security Breach, and they've been recently doing Ruin. I'm surprised they didn't make a Mimic Plush, actually, but yeah. So, let's get straight on to Glamrock Bonnie. The first thing I want to say is they actually changed the format of the plush. All of the others were sitting like with their hands in front of them. His hands can't even reach, but I'll show an example with Glamrock Freddy. All of the Security Breach plushes, the Glamrocks and Vanny especially, were sitting like this with their arms and hands in front of them and their feet off to the side, whereas Glamrock Bonnie has actually got his hands to his side, which, to be honest, I do think actually suits them better. I think this style is better with Glamrock Bonnie, but for consistency reasons I don't like that they changed that, because he just looks a bit out of place when put next to him. I'll put him next to all of them at the end, by the way. So yeah, if I could choose, I would have all of the Glamrocks in this style rather than the other one, but not one or the other, you know. I just wish they were all the same. So in terms of consistency, I'm happy because he's got like a small snout like all the others do. You know, the big eyes, the eyes look the exact same. If I compare them quickly, here's Roxy. You can see the pupils the exact same with the way that they are. Same material as well. The eyes are always really detailed, which I like. Yeah, he's got his eyebrows, which are embroidered. Everything on the face is embroidered, which is really cool. And yeah, he's actually got a big open mouth with his teeth, and you can see his tongue there as well. And he's even got his whiskers, but unlike Vanny, who I'm referencing a lot of the plushes here, but Vanny actually has her whiskers physically coming out. Glamrock Bonnie actually just has them like stuck on, which I'm not sure what I prefer, to be honest. But either way, each suits their own. And yeah, I like those there. They look pretty cool. He's got like his eyeliner, I guess, because Glamrock Bonnie does have like this black eyeliner that flicks off at the side. So yeah, that's a nice detail. Up here, he's got his headband, which is cool. It goes all the way around and connects at the back, as you can see. He's got his ears. He's so big. All these plushes are so big, I can barely fit them in. But yeah, he's got his ears and his earring, which is there. The ears are posable, so you can do whatever you want with them, which is really cool. It's the same as Vanny. Vanny has posable ears, and yeah, you can literally do whatever you want with them. He's got his hair up here, which was an interesting design choice from Steelwool to give him a bit of hair at the top, but I think it looks cool. It looks really good on the plush. I like the way that they did it, and they didn't just do like a thin bit of material. It's actually a big chunky bit of plush coming down. But yeah, the head is literally perfect, apart from Glamrock Bonnie doesn't have these little freckles. I'm not sure why they've put them there, but yeah, they're not on the actual design, so that's a small inaccuracy. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, on the back, what I really like is he's got his big, like, I don't know what you call this, but he's got it around his neck. They also double as his shoulder pads here, and it's like it goes all the way around his neck and comes big at the back. And that was one thing I really liked about Glamrock Bonnie's design in Ruin. And you can also see the back of him. He's got his little tail. It's a slightly odd shape for a tail. It's not like the same as Vanny's. It's slightly different. But yeah, I think that looks really good. So we'll move down to his body. The main thing I want to say is all of this, the main part, like his, what would you call it, jumpsuit, I guess, or like his vest, is printed. You can see the star and everything, and you can see where it joins. You can see the little white bits. Now, normally I don't mind printing when it looks good, and I do think it looks good, but I feel like it didn't have to be. I feel like maybe a few other materials would have looked better. I also think these lines coming down the side of it here should have gone onto his legs, because he does have that on his actual design. They go down onto his lower legs as well. And his arms, he's got the blue, and then he's got the purple gloves here, and he's got his bracelets, which for some reason are purple. They shouldn't be. They should be black, just like all the others. But the little like spikes coming out are still really good as well. And then just above his vest, you can see like his stomach pattern just peeking out. Glamrock Bonnie doesn't have like a bow tie or anything. So yeah, it's literally just that. And yeah, I mean, that's basically everything. Like, as you can see, his feet are sticking out like this. They're slightly more separated than the other Glamrocks, because obviously they had their arms going down. But yeah, so this plush is really good overall, but there are two main things that I would say. The main thing is that the colours are actually off in almost throughout the whole thing. I think Glamrock Bonnie's design overall with the main blue, like the primary color, is a slightly lighter. It's a much more like lighter blue, because in the light in the game, obviously Glamrock Bonnie's colors are very desaturated because he's destroyed, so his restored version I think is only in the files, so it's hard to say what's right and wrong. But the main thing is definitely his secondary color, which is this purple, is actually wrong. It should be like more of a darker blue. I'll put a picture of Glamrock Bonnie up on screen. But yeah, it's like a dark blue, just like a more faded blue, but for some reason they chose purple. I'm not really sure why. I don't think it's an issue, it's just a little bit inaccurate. But yeah, literally everywhere. So on his shoulder pads, on his gloves, on his legs, his headband and his ear piercing, they're all meant to be that shade of blue, but they're not. So that's one complaint, which is not a big deal, but just a small thing. But considering it's his color palette, it's a shame they got it a little bit wrong, but you know. And then the other thing is that he doesn't have Monty's glasses, which I thought was strange, because as you can see, Monty, obviously, if you don't know the story, obviously Monty took Glamrock Bonnie's glasses. You can see on the neon sign in Glamrock Bonnie's room. They used to be his. And in Glamrock Bonnie's cutouts and stuff, in the Monty Golf gondola ride thing, he actually doesn't have those sunglasses on, but he did used to have them, so it was kind of an on and off thing. Because they have the sunglasses here, they literally could have just reused these and changed like the pupils to be like a red. And they could have had them like detachable, maybe have a magnet, and have them so they could be here, or they could be like on top of his head. In fact, yeah, that would have looked really cool. Like if they had it so they were on top of his head here, and they went underneath the tuft of hair underneath the sewing part, so that they couldn't be removed, so they were just permanently here, like above his eyes. I think that would have looked really good. If they did that, they'd be stuck there, they wouldn't be removable. So that was one option, but the other option would be to have them magnetic, and they could be over his eyes, so you could just take them off and he'd look like this, or put them on. And yeah, I feel like that could have been a cool thing. But it's not really a complaint, because again, Glamrock Bonnie in a lot of his appearances doesn't actually have the glasses, but that's just a recommendation from me. I just thought, considering they've already made the glasses, they could have put them on. But yeah, so I'll show off the tag. All the security breach, well, all of the YouTooz tags are the same really. Got this cool material with the highlights for his hair and his star and his eyes. Thanks for collecting me. Ruined Glamrock Bonnie. He shouldn't really be called Ruined Glamrock Bonnie, because he's not ruined. This is the restored version. If they did make a ruined Glamrock Bonnie, he'd all be destroyed and stuff. But yeah, and his paws up there. Oh, that's cool. You can actually see the Security Breach Ruin logo along with just the FNaF logo. But yeah, Glamrock Bonnie. Honestly, I think he's really good. I have just obviously again got a few small complaints, but I always say this: YouTooz always does really well with these plushies, and there's never really actual complaints. They're always small things, just because they always know the designs. And yeah, this is all of them. I don't know how I'm gonna fit it all in. But yeah, so those are the main Glamrocks, and then you've also got Sun and Moon here, and then obviously Bonnie. But yeah, I'm very happy with them. I think they all look really good, and they make a good collection. Again, it's just like the small things, like Glamrock Bonnie not fitting in quite as much because of his arms being in a different place. At the end of the day, kind of just small things. But yeah, let me know what you think, because I think the YouTooz Security Breach plushies in particular are really good, because some people complain about the eyes, how they do the stylized eyes, like for Vanny here, for example. But for the Glamrocks, they've done it so that it's their actual eyes, but the sort of highlights are the YouTooz eyes, which I think is really cool. I feel like these plushies would be significantly worse if they all just had nothing here and just those eyes. Kind of like Vanny. But yeah, I still think Vanny looks good. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you're getting this plush. I'm pretty sure it's still available on YouTooz.com. I'm pretty sure most of these plushies are available still, unless they've sold out, in which case they should be back in stock soon. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.